So once we are going to discuss about the public sector undertaking. So the government created the mini Ratna. So in the British era, the presence of factory and enterprises was conspicuous. However, they were monthly built and used for the vested interest of the colonialism and thus did not good to the India and its people. In other words, pre-independence, the public sector was in the nascent stage. In fact, there was a few public sector enterprises. These included the railway, post, telegraph, ports, ordnance, all India radio, so government salt factory. The leader of the independent India drew up the roadmap for the development of public sector, an instrument of the self-reliant economic growth. In other words, was conceived as an instrument to bring the socio-economical transformation, and the main objective behind was to create the industrial infrastructure country, to reduce or remove the regional disparity, to achieve the self-sufficiency, and to use the scarce resources of the countries very effectively. Therefore, from Prime Minister Pandit Nehru has described the public sector enterprises as a temple of modern India. In the 1954, we can say it is a temple of modern India. The Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 advises the development of core sector through the public enterprises, and the 1956 Industrial Policy gave the primacy to the role of state, which was directly responsible for the industrial development. Consequently, the planning process was initiated taking into account the need of the country, and the new strategy for the public sector were later outlined the policy in 93, 73, 77, 80, 91, and that was termed as the watershed year for the heralding the liberalization of the Indian economy. In 1951, first five-year plan of the country, the five central PSU with an investment of the 290 million, and number of the PSU grow by the and the bound by the contributed to the growth of the India. So 35 under the construction, and there is a total investment in term of gross block stood during the year. The latest complete available was 2011 and 12 में इसको स्टेब्लिश किया गया. दैन ये तो कुछ डाटाज ही हैं. वैसे हम फॉर्म्स पे आ जाते हैं. बिजनेस यूनिट ऑन द मैनेज्ड एंड कंट्रोल बाय द सेंट्रल स्टेट एंड लोकल गवर्नमेंट. Our term is the public sector undertakings. A public sector enterprises may be defined any commercial industrial undertaking owned and managed by the government with a view to maximize the social welfare. PSU consists of the nationalized private sector enterprises such as the bank, life insurance corporation, and Hindustan machine tool, gas authority, GAIL, स्टेट ट्रेडिंग कॉरपोरेशन. ठीक है. तो जो पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग है इसमें एक तो होती है डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग, एक होती है स्टेटूटरी और द पब्लिक कॉरपोरेशन, और एक होता है गवर्नमेंट कंपनी. जो डिपार्टमेंटल होती है यहाँ पे होता है पोस्ट, टेलीग्राफ और ये सब. ठीक है. जो स्टेटूटरी होती है इसमें फूड कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया होता है, कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया होता है, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस होता है, कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया एंड द यूनिट ट्रस्ट. और जो गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है हिंदुस्तान मशीन टूल्स एंड लिमिटेड एंड हिंदुस्तान शिपयार्ड वगैरह. ठीक है. तो डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग जो होती है, दिस इज फॉर्म ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड प्राइमरी यूज ऑफ द प्रोविजन ऑफ द essential service such as the railway, postal service, and such organization under the overall control of the ministry of the government and are financed and controlled in the same way of any of the government department. So the form is considered the suitable for the activities where the government desires to have control over the view of the public interest. तो यहाँ पर क्या है, जैसे कि डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग है तो गवर्नमेंट की ज़्यादा डिज़ायर्स होती हैं. ठीक है ना. ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है फाइनेंस एंड कंट्रोल बाय द गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स. ओके. So this was first. Now next one. Department undertaking are the oldest among the public enterprises. The department undertakings organized, managed, financed by the government. It is controlled by the special department of the government. Each such department headed by the ministers, and all policies and other important decisions are taken and controlled by the ministry. तो यहाँ पे enterprises established by the government and its overall control rest in the minister. The enterprise is a part of the government and managed like the other government department. Enterprise financed through the government fund, and enterprise subject to the budgetary, accounting and audit control, and policy laid down the government, and it is accountable to the legislation. And the permanent staff of the enterprise are the civil servant, and the method by which they are recruited and the condition of the service under which they are employed are ordinarily same as the civil servants. And the enterprises is generally organized in the major subdivision of the one of the central government department, and it is subject to the direct control of the department, whether this apply in the legal system of the country concerned. And the enterprises sovereign immunity of the state and cannot be without the consent of the government. So there is a certain advantage. First of all, government has the complete control over this undertaking. Therefore it is easier for the undertaking to fulfill the social economical objectives. And opening the post office is for place people. Secondly, the department undertaking are responsible to the legislation. Question may be asked and about the working of the department, and parliament and undertaking help the government to exercise control over the specialized economic and activities. So these undertaking are contributed to the governments. And the fifth, there is a little scope for the misuse of fund, since undertaking are the subject to budgetary, accounting and auditing. So the department undertaking are the suffer from the certain limitations also, like undertaking may be influenced by the bureaucrats, and for instance government जो है बहुत ज़्यादा like day to day intervention होता रहता है, and the promotion of employees as also a issue, and appointment, promotion and all. There third is undertaking lack of professional expertise, and fund की भी problem होती है. So these are some issues with this undertakings. But still business experience is also related we required, for there is a lack of flexibility and for successful business, so that the demand of the changing times may be fulfilled. Finally, such organizations suffer from the inefficiency and the incompetent staff, lack of the adequate incentives. ठीक है. Now second one is the statutory corporation. Statutory corporation for the public corporation refer to the corporation body created by the parliament or state legislation by the special act. यहाँ पे एक एक्ट होता है, ठीक है, which is defined its power function and the patterns. And the statutory corporation is also known the public corporation. Its management patterns, its power functions are the area of the activity, rules and regulation for the employees and relationship with the government department are specified in the concerned act. It is capital is wholly provided by the government. An example of the organization और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस हो गया, या फिर स्टेट ट्रेडिंग कॉरपोरेशन है, इंडस्ट्रियल फाइनेंस कॉरपोरेशन है. इट मे बी नोटेड दैट मोर देन वन कॉरपोरेशन कैन ऑल्सो बी established under the same act. Okay, so statutory corporation is incorporated under the special act of the parliament. Statutory corporation is the autonomous body and the free from the government control in respect of internal management. It is accountable to the parliament, and statutory corporation has a separate legal existence. Its capital is wholly provided by the government. Statutory corporation is managed by the board of directors, which is composed the individual who are trained and experienced the business. मेंबर्स ऑफ द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर नॉमिनेटेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. तो यहाँ पे जो मेंबर्स होते हैं बोर्ड के, वो नॉमिनेट करता है कौन? गवर्नमेंट. स्टेटरी कॉर्पोरेशन इज सपोज टू बी द सेल्फ सफिशिएंट. हाउएवर इन केस ऑफ नेसेसरी इट में लोन भी ले सकते हैं ये लोग. द एम्प्लॉयज ऑफ दिस एंटरप्राइज आर दस रिक्रूटेड एज पर द ओन रिक्वायरमेंट बाय द फॉलोइंग टर्म्स. ओके, सो देखिए यहाँ पे स्टेटरी कॉर्पोरेशन एज ए फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेज इज सर्टेन एडवांटेज. फर्स्ट, मैनेज द एक्सपर्ट. यहाँ पे एक्सपर्ट होते हैं. इट हैज़ एडवांटेज ऑफ बोथ departmental private undertaking. It was run by the business principle, and expert experience होते हैं. It is enjoy the internal autonomy, and government has no direct interference. Third, it is responsible for the parliament. The activities of the statutory corporations are watched by the press, and as such as the maintain the high level of efficiency. Fourth, enjoy the flexibility as it is independent in the matters of management and finance. It enjoy the adequate flexibility, and it promote the protect the national interest, and the government is authorizing to give the policy directions so provided of the act and governing them. So finally, It can be easily raise the fund, and it is on the government doses get for this. Okay, so this is the great things of this corporation. So nevertheless, the statutory corporation has a certain limitations. First of all, government may interfere in the functioning of the statutory corporation. It suffered the rigidity, and activities of the right can be made only by the parliament. This resulted several impediments in the business of the corporation to respond to the changing conditions, and finally it suffered from the ignorance of the commercial principles, and the statutory corporation usually face a little competition and lack of the motivation. Government company is referred to the company that was 51% of the more of paid up by the capital held by the central and the government. These companies are registered under the Company Act, follow those rules and regulation applicable to any of the registered company. The Government of India has authorized, organized, registered the number of the undertaking to government companies for the ensuring management and autonomy and efficiency, providing competition. Government company is registered under the 1956 Government Company is separate legal entity. Annual reports of the government company are required to present it to the parliament. The capital is wholly or partially provided by the government. In case of partially owned by companies, have a capital is provided by both government and private sectors, and but such as the case, the central government must own the 51% of the share. It is managed by the board of director. All the director, the majority of director are appointed by the government depending upon the expert, and its accounting and auditing policy are more like those of the private enterprise, and its auditing are the chartered accountant करते हैं. It is employed are not civil servant. It regulate the personal policy according to the article of association. The government companies form the organization and public enterprises has certain advantage. First, in the easily form establish होती है, ठीक है, and it can be formed simply by the following procedure laid down by the Company Act. Secondly, it is efficient. It can be run by the business principle. It is fully independent. Financial administration होता है. It board's directors usually consist of the competition to the private sector. Ensure the stability and goods and services reasonable price without the compromising the quality, and enable the government to diversify the company by the other selling and buying, and it can be easily transfer the company for the private sector. And now like the government management of the company always with the public accountability is also there. So these are some things which are important regarding the government companies. Now more things we want to discuss. The lack of initiative is a problem, and moreover the directors may not take real interest in the business of the public. It is a criticism. It lack of business expertise. Management of the company generally put into the hands of the administrator officer who often lack of experience in the managing the business, and so in most cases it failed to achieve the required efficiency. It suffers from the frequent change of the policies, and the policies and management of these companies generally keep on the changing with the change of the government. So frequent change of the rules and policies lead to the unhealthy situation. Next is preamble of accountability and autonomy and the control. So India is a followed the protected policy, and the country then entered into the liberalization. Therefore the public enterprises which used to work in the protected environment since then is issue the accountability and autonomy. So autonomy and control are the two sides. Ultimate objectivity of the both is same, improved performance in term of the goals. So hence there should be ideal compromise between both. So in other words, the autonomy and control should go hand in hand. If we accept both autonomy and control are imperative for the enhancement of performance of the public enterprises, and how much autonomy, how much control, so it is very difficult to determine, but which is too much can be destroyed by the commercial nature of the enterprises, whereas too much of autonomy takes PSU outside the democratic regime. So problem is to strike a balance between the requirement of the relevant autonomy and control. अर्जुन सिंह गुप्ता कमेटी जो थी मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग कब आया था, तो 1988 में आया था. दिस क्वेश्चन हैज़ बीन आस्क्ड. इम्प्रूव द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ PSU एंड द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक सेक्टर. Government of India introduced the concept of MOU in the early, in the fact MOU is aimed to providing the greater autonomy to the public enterprises, and the new industrial policy made it mandatory for the PSU enter into the MOU with their respective administration. So MOU introduced for the performance evaluation, and MOU signed by the 87 and 88. So Public sector undertaking are comforted with a number of the limitations, but the MOU over a year has gained significant improvement from fact that it reflects the enterprise's overall composite for the performance of the chief executive. It was recognizing that public enterprises could not compete effectively with the private and without freedom to the function and operate commercially. Therefore, the government of India has started giving the autonomy and giving the title of Navratna. So हमें नवरत्ना टाइटल कब मिला था 97 में. This question is also asked. So the policy owned by the PSU is to compete with the global companies and the market today, but companies are divided into the 3 category. फर्स्ट तो होती है हमारी महारत्ना कंपनी. ठीक है, तो ये भी मतलब क्वेश्चन एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन है कि इसके क्या क्राइटेरिया. महारत्ना कंपनी वो कंपनी होती है जो कि रेज द कंपनीज इन्वेस्टमेंट 1000 करोड़ से 5000 करोड़ होता है. 6 क्राइटेरियाज है यहाँ पे, और 2009 में मतलब आ गया था ये वाला. तो यहाँ पर एलिजिबिलिटी होनी चाहिए हैविंग नवरत्ना स्टेटस. नवरत्ना कब आया था 1997 में, महारत्ना 2009 में. ठीक है, लिस्टेड इन द इंडियन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. एवरेज एनुअल टर्नओवर 20,000 करोड़ होना चाहिए. एंड एवरेज एनुअल नेटवर्थ 10,000 करोड़ होना चाहिए 3 साल का. ऑल एवरेज एनुअल नेट प्रॉफिट जो होता है 2500 करोड़ होना चाहिए. शुड हैव ए सिग्निफिकेंट ग्लोबल प्रेजेंस एंड देयर इज द महारत्ना. तो यहाँ पे 10 हो गई है, अभी तो पहले 7 थी. एंड द महारत्ना फर्म हैज नाउ डिसाइडेड द इन्वेस्टमेंट of the up to 15% of the net worth in the project. And Navratna companies could invest the rate of the 1000 crore without explicit government approval. So Maharatna firm have the autonomy in the matters of the joint venture. Okay. Navratna कौन सी कंपनी है? This came in the 1997 having a comparative advantages and the central public sector enterprises fulfilling the following criteria: having a schedule A Mini Ratna category, having at least excellent, very good memorandum of understanding and identify the efficiency, performance parameter, net profit, net worth, manpower, cost of productions and the gross margin कितना है, earning the share and the inter sectoral company based on the net profit, and number of the PSC having a Navratna that was भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक लिमिटेड. मतलब बहुत सारी हैं, ये तो देखना पड़ेगा. Next is Mini Ratna. Government created the Mini Ratna to allow the increase the autonomy and transfer of the power, profitability to make the public sector undertaking more competitive, efficient. So category 1, this designed the application to PSU that have the made the profit continuously for the 3 year. Okay. And for the 30 crore. And the category 2 में है, category 2 which have the made the profit for the last 3 year कंटिन्यूसली जितना भी हुआ है. ठीक है, द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रिफॉर्म कमीशन हैज रिकमेंड द नीड फॉर द बैलेंस बिटवीन ऑटोनॉमी एंड कंट्रोल. तो ये किसने बोला था? ARC ने बोला था. ठीक है, एंड इट्स इनवाइटेबल हैव नो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग इफेक्ट ऑन द मैनेजमेंट. So today the public sector undertaking has become one of the important driver for the economic performance of the sector was the government people, and government has taken a number of the steps for enhancing. So there is a 2004 it came with the national common minimum program. Objective of the government national common minimum program that developing the full managerial commercial autonomy. Government has made the clear commitment to the empowering the central PSU and their management. Other reforms has also announced the professionalism, board of director of the public sector enterprises and the evaluation and performance. यहाँ पे प्रोफेशनलिज्म की बात चली है एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेज में क्या एवेल्यूशन करना है, एंड MOU की भी बात चली. ठीक है. Meanwhile, the public sector undertaking government has the right and it is duty of the exercise the right ownership. This autonomy derived from the ownership naturally makes the government find the need of the controlling performances, and government responsibilities are also there. So as a direct control of the public is difficult task, in this responsibility of the government to be the accountable for the single and the government which provide the money to bound by the concern with the way which it is spent. Beside the public sector undertaking are the tool for the implementation of the government socio-economical policies. तो इससे क्या होता है, गवर्नमेंट की जो सोशल इकोनॉमिकल पॉलिसीज़ हैं वो भी चलने लग जाती हैं, एंड द सक्सेस विच ऑल्सो भी रिक्वायर्ड द सुपर कोऑर्डिनेशन एंड सुपरविजन कंट्रोल इन अ डिफरेंट लेवल. So now, since the most autonomous private sector undertaking are also accountable, and however the accountability aspect was given rise to a basic question, and how it can be ensured, they may be four types. External control हो सकता है, and undertaking में like ministerial direction, parliamentary control, audit and judicial control. So public sector undertaking draw the power from the Parliament Act, and Parliament is the control of the PSU through the Act, and Parliament and the legislation जो है स्टेट के है वे Constitution, specialized committee like the Committee on the Public Undertaking. The Committee on Public Undertaking exercise the financial control and the public undertaking. This committee examine the reports and examine the reports of CAG and undertaking, and examine the efficiency of the public undertaking, and sees the whether PSU are managed in the accordance with the sound businesses. And committee take place for the comprehensive evaluation of the performance, and it involved through the examination include the evaluation of the policy programs and their observations. And this is India Audit and the Account Department that was conducting the comprehensive audit appraisals also. Impact of the LPG in 1991, the new economical policy announced, which is advocated the LPG. What about the fundamental change in the approaches of the public sector responsibility and the role of state is rolling back, and that was a new public management and new public choice theory, public private partnership. Under this new economical policy, a massive restructuring and financial structure, the modern administration, the modern management was practiced. The PSU were introduced, and the public enterprises were distinguished to the resources and wider participation of the citizen and the weaker section. So MOU is the sign between the PSU and can be the government following greater autonomy. So the nationalization of the private sector was no more promoted, but सिक यूनिट जितनी भी होती हैं रेफर टू द बोर्ड ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फाइनेंस रिकन्स्ट्रक्शन एंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर द सो द सिक यूनिट जितनी भी हैं रेफर्ड लाइक यहाँ पे एक है सिक इंडस्ट्रियल कंपनी एक्ट आया था, दैट वाज इन 1985. ओके, आफ्टर देन बिफर बनाया गया. बिफर इज़ द बोर्ड ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रिकन्स्ट्रक्शन डेवलपमेंट के लिए एक फंड बनाया जाता है बिफर का. सो दिस इज़ द एम्प्लॉयज़ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट क्रिएटेड द नेशनल रिन्यूएबल फंड अंडर द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस. और ये कैसे बनता है? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस में इस फंड को बनाया जाता है. ओके, सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑल्सो वी नीड टू बी इन आवर माइंड. So, full finance and the operational autonomy has been granted by the Union government to the 9 leading PSU, Navratna, and laser autonomy status conferred to the Maharatna and under the Maharatna and Mini Ratna status. तो सबसे ज़्यादा किसको दिया गया था? नवरत्ना को. ठीक है, वैसे महारत्ना को दिया जाता है. दीज आर द ओनली ग्रांटेड प्रॉफिट फॉर PSU and undertaking, thus the saving them from the red tapeism process of going through the expenditure finance committee and the project investment board, and will be free to raise the sources demonstrably as well as internationally. Even the PSU would be continued audited by the CAG and parliamentary जितनी भी committee होती है, and will be appointments of the eminent part time director, and there was a board to reduce the domination. So the LPG of the into the economical deficiency helped the efficiency and grow the PSU India, and that was facilitated the state to more needed privatization of the public enterprises, and now which is there is a need for the reduce the bureaucratic way and functioning, and the upgrading the techniques of the management and technology, and also effective accountability and the policies. So in some PSU are still very important, play very important role for the natural and the impartial implementation of the economy as well as socio-economical development, justice and economical जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं उसमें. ठीक है, so that is the reason one.